Hi everyone, my name is Jenny Lucy Marciano, your teacher in PLE subject. We are now in the last module for the second quarter. In this module, we're going to discuss the practice of occupational health and safety procedures. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. The following are ways to maintain good health and safety in the workplace. Number 1 is cleaning. It is the act of making something clean, especially inside of a house and workplace area. Next is disinfection. It is the process of cleaning something, especially with a chemical, to destroy bacteria. Number 3 is sanitation. It is the process of making something sanitary by cleaning or disinfecting. The procedure in setting up drawing tools, materials, and equipment and standard procedure. In preparation for a required task in mechanical drafting, students should plan, prepare, and select tools and materials for a particular drawing activity. This is to ensure the correct setting of a standard procedure and accuracy of drawings. With this, the following considerations are strictly emphasized. A standard operating procedure during and after the utilization of the drafting tools, materials, and equipment. Before the start of drafting activity, here are the following procedures. Number 1, select the tools, materials, and equipment needed in the assigned task. Number 2, properly set up the required tools and materials in a place convenient for you to move and execute your work. Number 3, clean the table and tools. See to it that these are free from dust and other elements that would cause damage to your work. Number 4, wash your hands with clean water. Okay, during the activity, number 1, perform the activity by following the standard operating procedure per job requirements. Number 2, properly manipulate all the tools and equipment that are used in the activity. Number 3, in case of errors or mistakes along the way, for instance, misprinting of lines, letters, and other forms of mistakes, use appropriate eraser. After the activity, number 1, submit your output to your teacher for checking. Number 2, check all the tools and materials to ensure that nothing is lost. Number 3, return the tools and materials to the toolkeeper. Number 4, withdraw your borrower's card from the toolkeeper and sign out that you have returned the borrowed tools and materials. Number 5, clean your workstation before leaving. There are important practices must be observed in the work setting. The following are: Number 1, observe safety precautions. Never smoke inside the workstation because your classmates breathe faster than you. They will breathe more of those harmful chemicals. Letter B, never use any tools and equipment without having it cleaned first. Because if your tools are not clean and stored incorrectly, the bacteria you are trying to eliminate will grow right on or in them. For psychological safety precautions, letter A, observe punctuality of attendance. Being punctual will probably make you feel happy and relaxing. Letter B, avoid quarreling with your co-students because being free helps you comfort and you'll have the confidence to move on. Letter C, observe and practice the value of respect. Letter D, avoid talking with your co-students during the working period. Okay, so here are the following accident prevention signs and symbols that we are going to observe in a workplace. Danger signs shall be used only when immediate hazards exist. It should be read as the predominant color for the upper panel, white lower panel for the additional sign wording. Okay, for the caution shall have yellow as the predominant color, black upper panel and borders yellow for lettering of caution on the black panel and lower yellow panel for the additional sign wording. For the exit signs when required shall be lettered in legible red letters not less than 6 inches high on a white field and the principal stroke of the letter shall be at least 3/4 in width. For the instruction signs safety, shall be with green upper panel with white letters to convey the principal message. Any additional wording on the sign shall be black letters on a white background. Okay, for the directional signs other than automotive traffic signs specified shall be white with a black panel and white directional symbol. Any wording on the sign shall be black letters on the white background. For the traffic signs shall be posted with legible traffic signs at point hazard. All traffic control signs device used for the protection of construction workers shall conform to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Okay, the following are the personal protective equipment that we are going to use in a workplace. Protective headgear, a safety helmet or wide brim hat for head protection. This can be used by a draftsman during the actual visitation of the projects. Overall or coverall. The main purpose of wearing this kind of clothing is to protect our limbs and body from metal dust, flaming combustion, flying chips, minute particles, and stray metallic objects from abrasive wheels, drills, and cutting tools. Safety boots or shoes. In most cases, safety shoes in the shops are designed specially with hard or metallic materials in the toe areas. Gloves. A pair of protective coverings for the hands, usually with separate divisions for the fingers and the thumb. Safety glasses or goggles. This is a protective instrument for the eyes with transparent eyepieces. It is also Fire extinguisher, a portable device containing chemicals that can be sprayed when a fire to put it out. Okay, so that's all our topic for the Module 9 for the second quarter. Thank you very much and see you in the third quarter. Bye!